Welcome back to Nexa Finance. In the volatile landscape of the global markets, where economic shifts and technological disruptions are the only constants, a select few organizations have not just survived, but redefined the very concept of exponential growth. Today we are peeling back the layers of the last 5 years, a half-decade defined by the AI revolution, energy transitions, and a fundamental shift in consumer behavior. We will explore the 5 titans of the U.S. stock market that have delivered staggering returns, turning modest investments into generational wealth. Fasten your seatbelts as we analyze the strategies, the catalysts, and the numbers behind the greatest gainers of 2021 through 2026. 5. Vertiv Holdings VRT. The infrastructure of everything. Starting our countdown at number 5, we look beyond the software and into the physical backbone of the digital age, Vertiv Holdings. While the world focused on apps, Vertiv focused on the cooling systems and power infrastructure that keep the massive data centers of the world breathing. As the demand for AI computation surged, so did Vertiv's importance, leading to a remarkable total return that outpaced traditional tech giants. They proved that in a gold rush, it is often those selling the shovels, or in this case the liquid cooling systems, who reap the greatest rewards. 4. Supermicrocomputer, SMCI. The speed of innovation. At number 4, we encounter a company that became synonymous with the hardware requirements of the large language model era, Supermicrocomputer. By specializing in high-performance, high-efficiency server solutions, SMCI positioned itself at the epicenter of the generative AI boom. Their ability to rapidly deploy customized liquid-cooled racks allowed them to capture market share at an unprecedented rate, reflecting in a stock price trajectory that seemed to defy gravity between 2023 and 2025. 3. Eli Lilly LOY. The healthcare renaissance. Moving into the top 3, we transition from silicon to science. Eli Lilly has undergone a radical transformation, driven by its breakthrough developments in metabolic health and obesity treatments. The immense commercial success of Mounjaro and Zepbound has not only revolutionized patient care but has also propelled Eli Lilly into the stratosphere of the world's most valuable companies. Their journey over the last 5 years is a masterclass in how pharmaceutical innovation can drive sustained, triple-digit investor returns. 2. MicroStrategy MSTR. The Bitcoin proxy. Our runner-up is perhaps the most unconventional story on our list, MicroStrategy. Under a bold and often polarizing leadership, this enterprise software company pivoted its entire treasury strategy toward Bitcoin. As the premier institutional proxy for the world's largest cryptocurrency, MicroStrategy stock became a high-beta vehicle for the digital assets adoption. By leveraging debt to accumulate Bitcoin, the company saw its valuation soar as the crypto market matured and reached new all-time highs by 2026. 7:15 to 8:30. Number 1, NVIDIA. The engine of the future. Finally, at number 1, we have the undisputed king of the modern era, NVIDIA. To call their performance growth would be an understatement. It was a total market eclipse. By pivoting from gaming GPUs to the foundational chips of the artificial intelligence revolution, NVIDIA became the most vital company in the global economy. With a market cap that now rivals the GDP of entire nations, NVIDIA's 5-year ascent is a phenomenon that will be studied in business schools for decades. They didn't just participate in the future, they built the hardware it runs on. 1. NVIDIA, NVDA. The engine of the future. Finally, at number 1, we have the undisputed king of the modern era, NVIDIA. To call their performance growth would be an understatement. It was a total market eclipse. By pivoting from gaming GPUs to the foundational chips of the artificial intelligence revolution, NVIDIA became the most vital company in the global economy. With a market cap that now rivals the GDP of entire nations, NVIDIA's 5-year ascent is a phenomenon that will be studied in business schools for decades. They didn't just participate in the future, they built the hardware it runs on. These 5 companies remind us that the market rewards foresight, innovation, and the courage to pivot. As we look toward the next 5 years, which sectors do you believe will produce the next set of titans? But wait, before you go all in, we need to talk about the reality behind these massive numbers. Every titan has an Achilles heel. Let's break down the risks and the rewards of these 5 legends as we head into 2026. The AI hardware duo, NVIDIA and SMCI. First, the engine room, NVIDIA and Supermicro. The pros, they own the market. NVIDIA's 90% dominance in AI chips makes them almost recession-proof. SMCI's speed in deploying liquid-cooled racks is unmatched. The cons? It's all about the AI bubble talk. If big tech slows down their spending, these two hit the floor first. Also, SMCI has faced intense margin pressure and governance questions recently. High reward, but the volatility is not for the faint of heart. The infrastructure king Vertiv? Then we have Vertiv. The pros? They aren't just an AI play, they are a physical world play. As long as we need electricity and cooling, Vertiv wins. Their massive $9.5 billion backlog gives them incredible revenue visibility. The cons? They are trading at a massive premium. If growth slows even by 1%, the stock could face a painful correction. They are this steady hand, but the price for that hand is currently very high. The biotech giant Eli Lilly? Moving to Eli Lilly. The pros? The weight loss market is just beginning. With potential for heart and sleep apnea treatments, their drugs are becoming miracle pills. The cons? Competition is coming. Cheaper copycats and oral versions from rivals like Novo Nordisk or Pfizer could squeeze their margins. Plus, at 50 times forward earnings, they have zero room for clinical mistakes. The wild card, MicroStrategy, and finally the most controversial of all, MicroStrategy. The pros? It is the ultimate leverage bet on Bitcoin. If BTC hits $200,000 or $500,000, MSTR will likely outperform every other stock on this list combined. The cons? It's a double-edged sword. If Bitcoin enters a multi-year crypto winter, MSTR's debt obligations could become a nightmare. You're not just buying a software company, you're buying a high-stakes digital gold mine. And that concludes our deep dive into the titans of wealth. Remember, at Nexa Finance, we are more than just a channel. We are your most trusted navigator on the journey to financial empowerment and understanding. Subscribe now and join our community dedicated to uncovering the pulse of the market. Invest wisely, and we'll see you in the next one.